If you want to know more about Longwood Gardens, go to longwoodgardens.org or look at my other videos on Longwood Gardens. Now enjoy this video.
Well, you can enjoy this video in a second. I know I apologize for all the interruptions here at the beginning. I just want to tell you that, yes, I'm going to sound very stuffed up throughout this video. I was just listening back to some of the audio, and yes, I do sound very stuffed up. I have a bit of a cold right now. So I apologize for that in advance, but now you can enjoy the video.
Fairyland is not a myth after all. It exists at Longwood.
Longwood Gardens is famous for many things, but a lot of people know it for its fountains. Longwood has three main fountains, these being the open-air theater, the Italian water garden, and the main fountain garden. In my last The Complete History of video, I talked about the open-air theater, so now it's time for the complete history of the Italian water garden. It all started in 1925, when Longwood was about to undergo a large renovation. Pierre S. Pont, founder of Longwood Gardens, wanted to build a new fountain garden as part of these renovations. This new 600-jet fountain, which DuPont plainly named the Water Garden, was inspired by the Villa Gambaria, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, in Florence, Italy. The picture on your screen now is a hand-colored postcard from 1930. This drawing shows the fountains illuminated, although permanent lights like those in the open-air theater and the main fountain garden were never installed. In more recent years, temporary lights have been installed for certain special events. The Italian water garden was retiled in 1954, and the original direct current, or DC pumps, were replaced with alternating current, or AC pumps. Around this time, the garden was renamed the Italian Water Garden. New controls were also added 5 years later in 1959. Some landscaping changes were made in 1973, and stone repairs were made in 1960, 1964, 1965, 1980, and 1984. From 1991 to 1992, the garden was completely rebuilt at a cost of $4.8 million. Planning began several years prior, in 1987, and was broken into 3 stages plus rebuilding. DuPont had done all of the hydraulic calculations for the garden himself, and they were proved correct when they were used to rebuild the garden. The soil was replaced with a sandier composition in 1997. In 2005, torrential rain caused a pump house flood that necessitated replacing all of the pump motors. In 2014, the critical leaf catcher that grinds up debris trapped in the system was rebuilt. It was completely replaced a mere 2 years later. The Italian Water Garden is open for its 2018 season through mid-October. Tours will also be linked down in the description. A fair amount of the information in this video comes from the book Longwood Gardens, Images of Modern America, which was written by Colvin Randall. He is a Pierre S. DuPont Fellow at Longwood Gardens. I read the whole book in one day. It's just amazing. I've linked it down in the description as well. Last year I was lucky enough to meet the president and CEO of Longwood Gardens, Paul Redman. More on that in a video I did a while back called The Best Day of My Life. We kept in contact, and he actually got me in contact with Colvin Randall, along with multiple other people from Longwood. Some of the info came straight from Colvin, so I'd like to thank him for that. I'm going to try and do a similar video with the main fountain garden. If you want to learn more about the Italian Water Garden, check the links down below. That is all, and I will see you in the next video.